Hi, welcome back to Salty at 60. It is finally sweater weather here where I live, and I am here for it, so let's talk about it. So I hope you were having a good fall. I know that I am, and this week I feel like it finally felt like fall for the first time. We had some very rainy, cold, and then blustery sunny days. And also the leaves are peaking where I live, and it is just absolutely gorgeous. I live in Western Maryland, right at the foothills before you get to the bigger mountains. And I'm about an hour away from DC, so it is just a gorgeous area. I appreciate where I live this time of year. The colors were fantastic because the mountains were in the backdrop and the sun was shining and the colors just looked brilliant. And a day after that, I think it was raining really hard and it was very blustery. And I got up and I put a pot of chicken soup on the stove to cook and enjoyed smelling that all day. And of course, got out my cozy sweaters. So today I wanted to talk about how we can elevate just a little bit, just with a few little tweaks, those sweaters that we've maybe had in our closet for years. We look forward to wearing this time of year, but fashion changes and we get so excited at fall. And I thought, I wanted to do something special for women like me, particularly if you are over 60 and you spend a lot of time at home, how you might be able to just barely tweak your sweater and jeans outfit or whatever you wear to just feel a little more elegant. And also, if you had to run out of the house at a moment's notice, you don't look like you just rolled out of bed. You look like you were somewhat intentional. So in keeping with the theme of casual stay-at-home clothing, I didn't style any of these sweater outfits with, say, boots or even loafers. I just kept it to casual sneakers. Now, if you wear loafers all the time and that is a casual shoe for you, or maybe it's a ballet flat, you do you. This is just me. But the purpose I did that was I wanted to be authentic to what I would really actually wear at home when I got dressed for my day when it's chilly with some of my sweaters. And I didn't want to over accessorize because I didn't want, when I'm at home, I usually will wear like one ring, and I've always been a very much earrings girl. So I usually always have earrings in, regardless of what day it is. You may be someone who just wears that one necklace that you never take off, or maybe you've got a couple rings you never take off. But the idea was to keep the accessories, to a minimum, if that reflects how you would normally dress when you are in your home. And what I also tried to do here in this video is do a few little outerwear pieces to kind of show you what I was thinking, because sometimes, even though I work from home, I may have to run out to the post office or, take a quick break and run around the corner and, pick up something to drink, or, something, really quick, and I have to dash outside for a little bit. So I wanted to show you, some ways you could do that with simple casual outfits and yet look really elevated and not basically like you don't care. So before we get into these outfits, I just wanted to make note of that. Of course, all these things you see here today, you can dress them up more, obviously. And of course, obviously, I do that. If I have a destination in mind, I know I'm going to be out and about for the day, I'll change up maybe what I'm wearing to be a little bit more elevated. But again, the concept for this video was staying indoors. And one final note, a little bit of house cleaning before we get into the little outfits here, is I'm not showing any leisure wear because I'm going to do a whole leisure wear video, a separate video for that in the future. Not joggers, like if you've got elastic waist pants, that type of thing if you wear, or, jeans, that type of thing if you wear, or, jeans, just casual that way, but I'm not getting into the athletic wear in this video. The other thing I wanted to make note of is most of these outfits have been sourced from Old Navy, QUINCE, Amazon. I think those are the three major ones: Old Navy, QUINCE, and Amazon. And some of them I've had for 10 years, some of them had for a couple years. There are, I think maybe one, no, I'm just wearing that today. Like here I have on this sweater that I got from Loft like probably 4 years ago. and it's one of my favorite, most cozy sweaters. So the idea, again, isn't to tell you what to buy or what to run out and get if you like something in this video. However, I still found links to most of the clothes that I am wearing in this video today. They are still available. Some may not have that correct color anymore or that the size that I wear anymore, but I've put them all below for you. In this first outfit, I have on a 100% organic Quince cotton sweater. This sweater is so substantial and so heavy. So even though it was chilly while I was filming these, it was actually too hot. I'm going to have to save this when it gets a little bit warmer. But I paired these with a pair of velvet drawstring pants that I had purchased from HALARA. And I believe I purchased these back in August. They are still available, linked below. The colors are limited, however. But this is a perfect example of I really did not need to tweak anything for this outfit because the textures are playing with one another. You know, you've got this very substantial, very thick knitted sweater on, and then you've got the beautiful velvet, which is very luxurious, kind of loose. And I liked how this worked together, and the reason why I chose the white sneakers, which normally I kind of shy away from those, you know, when I'm wearing dark pants, but I wanted to tie that white stripe in the sweater to the outfit and sort of ground it, so I did sort of that little sandwich thing we all talk about. This is a very boxy sweater, and actually I should have sized down one size when I purchased this. It's got these little slits on the side. It's very boxy and very loose, and absolutely something I would wear and will wear quite a bit this winter. If you wanted to run out of the house, I added this beautiful coat that I picked up this week from Walmart. I seen this on the website and could not believe how nice it was, and it had great reviews. It is a wool blend maxi length coat, and as you can see, it fits me as an actual maxi because I am 5'10", and a lot of the maxi coats don't come down as far on me as I would like them to. I highly recommend this coat if you are in the market for something a little different. The texture of the material, the way it is made, the lining, it is very, very nice. In this outfit, I am wearing monochrome, and again, because the textures are playing so nicely together, there's not a lot of tweaking you have to do with this particular look. It is the materials that are playing off against one another. I am wearing this QUINCE alpaca turtleneck sweater, beautiful, soft, and I mix this with a new pair of Gap wide leg drawstring pants, and I just love that way they work together. And I have been wanting to look at those UGG low profile kind of shoes or mules, and I wasn't sure if I would really like them or I would actually wear them. So I purchased these instead. These are from Amazon, and they are like a memory foam mule, but they've got the Shearling liner. These are so comfortable. I highly recommend them, and I will have the link below. And then to finish off the look, if I had to pop out of the house, I got this like teddy jacket last year from Walmart, and it is still available, but only in very, very limited sizes. One was a 4X, one was a 3X, and it did come in black. Maybe they'll restock it, I'm not sure. I believe it was a Free People jacket, or maybe it was a scoop jacket. And I purchased it not because of the teddy material, but I felt like it looked more like a Shearling, and that was a look that I was going for. However, for myself, I would not purchase this jacket again, and I may end up actually getting rid of it because I feel like it is just too short on me. I do not like cropped lengths, but I added this nice camel plaid scarf with it, and it's just easy enough if I want to pop out of the house. It all kind of goes. And let me also say those shoes, they are made for the outdoors as well as the indoors. Okay, in this outfit, I am wearing a pair of Old Navy trousers. They're called the Tailor Pant. They are still available. They're in a wide different variety of colors. They come in different lengths from petites to talls, and they have an elastic back to them. They're so comfortable. And I paired this with a very new sweater that I got. I got that, I think, at the very end of or beginning of spring. This is a Fisherman 100% organic cotton sweater from QUINCE. Very heavy, very nice. And it's in sort of like an oat color. And but here's where it gets interesting. One thing you can do to tweak your outfits just a little bit and elevate them just a little bit is adding animal print. Here I have added leopard. I added this leopard scarf. I added these leopard sneakers. These are Clark sneakers. I've had them for like several years. And although those aren't necessarily that slip-on style in fashion at the moment, I will continue to wear them because they're comfortable and I like them. But whether or not you like leopard, if you were to add a little bit of snakeskin, or even like the deer design, or I know a lot of ladies like that cowhide design. But if you didn't want to do any kind of animal print, I would recommend that just to pop the outfit, you do something with maybe a colored sneaker or a colored handbag or even colored outerwear. Now for this outfit, because I did have leopard on and in the scarf, in the shoes, I chose a very simple coat. This is a car coat, again from Old Navy. I purchased this last year. I say car coat, that's the length it is for me. It's like a little overcoat. And, it's fairly well made, but it's not long enough for me. I would prefer to get a longer coat. And I have been searching for a plain single-breasted coat that is just the right oversize for me that I like, but I haven't found it yet. So I like this outfit. Again, it's a simple outfit. It is a sweater, a pair of trousers with a half elastic waistband, and sneakers. You don't get any more casual and at home than that. So for this outfit, I have on these great HALARA jeans that I purchased. They are not, maybe they have denim in them, but they're stretchy, they're flowy, they're drapey, they're wide leg. Love them. Now they are a little bit thin, so when it gets really cold, I probably won't wear them. And I chose the pair that had that white stripe going down the side, which is a pretty sporty look. And if I had to do it over again, I probably would not do the one with the white stripe because I don't really dress sporty. But I paired it with this QUINCE cashmere turtleneck that I purchased about 2 years ago. And, it's in a navy blue, although it probably looks black on the screen. But again, what I did here was I kept the leopard sneakers. I added some animal print. And then if I was going to run out, I put on this beautiful leopard, so almost like a teddy coat. It's not quite maxi length, but I purchased this coat 10 years ago or more from Chadwick's. And I don't even know if Chadwick's is still around anymore. But it's got like these snap buttons and I just adore it. This is a forever coat for me. I will never get rid of it. And I don't even care if it's in style. So for this outfit, I have another Old Navy pair of pants on. These are called their Stevie pants. It has a seam that runs at the front. These are in a camel color. They're just a straight leg. And I purchased these last fall, I believe, and got quite a lot of wear out of them. And I have just purchased another pair in burgundy. And I will share that with you because I'm going to do an upcoming video on some Old Navy pieces that I got. So I'm going to do a haul from them. And what I did with this particular, what I added to this was this pink Pretty Garden sweater that I got from Amazon. And I like this sweater because it was, the material was almost like a boucle material. And I love the big cuffs on it. I love the big cuff at the bottom of the sweater. And it had these, I think this one does have the little slits at the side. It's just very, very substantial and warm and cozy feeling. And this comes in multiple colors. It is still available. Comes in multiple sizes. And so I have washed this sweater many times and it has held up. So just so you know if you're interested. And then what I did to, again, add some interest to the outfit is I chose a scarf that had leopard in it. This is sort of a horse bit type scarf that I had picked up. It's got pale pink in it. It's got brown in it. And just added that. But in order to keep this simple and remain an at-home excuse me, outfit, I put these Old Navy sneakers that I had purchased a couple weeks ago in this very neutral color. So that kind of grounds it, keep it casual, keep it easy. And I will say, I've talked about my feet issues, that I have a bunion on one foot. These shoes were true to size in a 10, and they do not hurt my feet. They were wide enough for me, and they're comfortable enough, so they were true to size. But what I decided to do with this particular sweater was I topped this with this teddy coat that I purchased about 4 years ago. Again, it's another car length coat, and I just love the way it fits me. I love the way it's cut. I love the way it feels. Again, this is another forever coat for me. So hopefully you could see there's like small, tiny tweaks we can do without over accessorizing, over dressing for being at home. You know, keeping our jewelry minimum, but adding something, using animal print or pops of color, and you know, you choosing outerwear that goes with different types of outfits. And I have to say here, many women are shoe crazy. Now, I like my shoes, but I am coat crazy. If I could have a whole room full of coats, I would. I just love outerwear. And, you know, I've got to slow down and stop buying so many because I have another coat that I haven't even shown here that I purchased. And I wanted to mention that the next video I'm going to be doing is, there's going to be 2 Old Navy hauls, just to show you some of the pieces I got. The second Old Navy haul is going to be all about like leisure wear and athletic wear sets. And so I'm going to do that as a separate haul. And then I'm also going to be doing a haul from Walmart. It won't be as big as the Old Navy haul, but I got a very interesting coat in that one. And I'm going to have to swear off at this point. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this, and you know, that you're ready for fall. You're excited for fall. I am somebody who loves to be at home, and if you are over 60 and you spend a lot of time at home, I hope that you enjoy it too. You know, we've had a busy working life, a busy life in general, and I actually do not mind spending time alone, and I enjoy being in my home. Like I said in the beginning of this video, I love cooking in, you know, doing soups at this time of year. I love cooking in my crock pot. Occasionally I make bread, and I just like all the aromas. I like to light my candles, and I have decided that I'm probably going to be putting up my Christmas tree very early, earlier than I have ever done. And my thinking is my time just flies by these days, so why not enjoy it? So I will see you in the next video.